Hey guys, it's your average gamer here back with another video, and in this video I wanted to discuss the successful event that AtGames had over the weekend, 14th of February to be exact, National Owners Day. Very successful day, and we'll get into it right after this. So like I was saying, very successful event they had. This is their second National Owners Day. So vast improvement, though last year was awesome. This one was even better, I think, hands down. Um, they focused around the community and interacting with one another. One of the big things about home arcades is having your friends and family over, getting on the games and playing. Well, with the way things are happening today in our communities, we're unable to do that. We're unable to take advantage of friends coming over and play. So but the next best option is playing them online. So they really wanted to make that a main focal point of the event, and I think they did a great job with that. They are pushing to be the Xbox of the home arcade in terms of the online capabilities, and it's a really cool option. I believe that this particular feature is has so much potential. Can really be a game changer for them. So the event basically focused around that, having competitions of people playing online against each other, meeting up, making friends, and just having fun. Now, I'm average gamer, so I'm going to keep it straight up and honest with you. There are some flaws within that particular feature, and they know it, and they're working to get it addressed. One of the main things and glaring weaknesses is the voice chat. That's not really a functional thing, and that really is going to change the game, because when you are playing against someone, what better way to let them know that you spanked them other than talking smack? And you can't do that right now, so that kind of sucks. I want to get online, talk crap to my boys, like, damn, I gave you that another L. You can't handle me. So that's the best thing. And what better way to meet people than playing online and introducing yourself and talking? And so that's going to really change the game once they get that up and running. Not to mention having to get better titles. We really want that. I really think what they should think about doing, and this is just me thinking out loud, because I'm sure that it'll take a bunch of tweaking and probably some money to back it up, but allowing people to play their same Steam games. Like, you can play Steam games on your computer and hook up with a friend, but if you could do it through the ALUs, the lobby functions, that would be pretty cool. Let's say you don't do the whole Steam library, but let's say AtGames chooses 10 games a month that you can basically funnel through the ALU software and integrate it, so you can be able to communicate with other ALU people playing. Let's say it was Mortal Kombat 11. That would be freaking awesome to be able to play that and talk smack to one another through the ALU. And we'll just power it with our own PCs. That's one of the cool things about the AtGames, but that would be cool. Now, I had this system for over a year, and I was not aware of its capabilities. And I think that's where AtGames saw, we're falling short on this, because our system has so much capabilities, but people don't know it. And the reason why it was wasn't really well known is because it was so segmented. You had one place to go to the voice chat, one place to go to online games, one place to ask a friend to come over. So what they did was simplified it, put it in a nice user face into it, and allow it all in one. And once it's iron out a lot of those little kinks, it will be an awesome experience. I participated in a couple events over the weekend, playing online against some other people in the community, and it was awesome. And it really um, brought a level of value to the product that I didn't know existed. And again, I'm a person who's had the system over a year. I have all their products basically, and I wasn't aware of it. So there's that. So if I'm like that, I'm sure that there were other people in the community that had the same situation. So they did a number of things centered around that allowed you to win certain things like the pinball tables. It was 6 given out. They had arcade net subscriptions on the line, and they also had packs for the digital pinball and whatnot. One of the big things that came out from this event was AtGames did a survey and surveyed the community. And that's one of the things that I really like about AtGames. They're always serving the community, trying to get to idea of what the community wants, what they're willing to buy, what do they want to see come out. And there was no different. This little event, we had a survey, and it was about the next possible pinball product from them. So they asked us, do we want to see a table size that's like 15-inch screen? Do you want to see a counter size, which would be up to 19 inches? Or do you want to see a 3/4 scale, similar to the arcade 1-up model, up to 27 inches? They're still going with a bigger screen. Or would you rather see a premium product of the version that we already have? Surprise, not to me, because I felt that it was going to be like this, but I chose, and the community chose, they would rather see a premium product. What's premium, we don't know. Maybe there'll be 3 screens. Maybe they'll give you solenoids included in the haptic feedback. Maybe they go with a larger screen or a bigger back glass or more premium sound. There's a number of ways that they can go. The community spoke, though, that's where they would rather go. And they're willing to spend anywhere from $800 to $1,000. So I found that interesting. Second place was the 3/4 scale. So our community in general, they're not interested in tabletops. So you can believe that AtGames is not going to go towards that direction. So I believe if they went with one, it would be the premium, but more likely they'll probably do 2. We'll get back into that later on. But overall, it was a successful thing. They had, a lot of people jump onto the reservations. This is wave 4, and to mention the numbers, they stated that if you counted up wave 1, 2, and 3, we're on wave 4 now. 60% of those 3 waves ordered in just wave 4. So it's going to be big. I think the community sees the value in the product, and they love what they're seeing so much that you probably had some people that were on the fence say, you know what, I'm coming over. Or you probably had people who were totally upset with not getting their arcade 1-up yet, and they probably ordered. I wonder how many people are new to AtGames that ordered, or there are people who already were in the ecosystem with either the Legends Ultimate, the Gamer Pro, or something like that, said, you know what, I like this product, I'm willing to invest more into it. It would be funny to see. Maybe we'll see some information from AtGames on that later on. But like anything, if you are planning something and it's big, you know what's going to happen. Something is going to happen. And something did happen. A lot of individuals, and I can't give you an exact number, but reflective on the forums, it seemed that there was a good amount of people who weren't able to participate in a lot of the events because they weren't able to upgrade their firmware to get online. Um, so that was a bit frustrating. Luckily, I upgraded my arcade, my Legends, earlier in the week, so I didn't have that issue. If you wait the last minute, like I did on my Gamer Pro, I wasn't able to upgrade it. So I can imagine how frustrated people were. And AtGames, had a little egg on their face, but they try to make it right. They listened to the community. I heard people were upset about that. They didn't want that to happen. So, to try to make it right, they are having another event, to allow people who weren't able to participate or who didn't win a chance to win a mini. Um, and that's pretty cool. It's not a pinball, but it's pretty darn close, and I think that's fair. Let's look at it so you guys can see what they're looking at doing for us. And let me just go ahead and pull that up here for you. So they got a chance to win this bad boy, and that's pretty cool. You still get your pinball because this is a built-in vertical screen. You can change it horizontally, but you get that full screen so you can play the pinball, get some buttons on there, and you call it a day, and you're pretty darn good. Now, a lot of the products are still available online to purchase. However, they went up in price. I.e., this one was $300 during the event. It went up to $400, and they also took away the 6-month ArcadeNet membership and the buttons. So you're just getting the unit at $400, which I still think is a pretty good steal. And it does come in they're saying mid-May is when you can expect to come. And of course, there's always could be delays, but that's best case scenario. And also, they throw in a month of ArcadeNet. There's also the other products that are still available right now. You can still get the control deck for the pinball. However, it went up to $200. Still a $20 deposit for that. You got the controller was 30 for the event, went up to 35. Had the big pixel that was $200. $100 went up to $200. Still a pretty good deal if you went through the company that Pixelcade, I believe, that makes this product. You're looking at $300, so you're still saving yourself $100 if you go through AtGames. You still could get the packs on that, and that is pretty much it in terms of the products. Let me just verify that. Yeah, so let me get back on here. So you still have the capability of getting some of the products. Again, you'll have to pay more of a premium price. Still some decent pricing on those, but there you have it. I am excited at the future of AtGames. We have to remember there was a lot of negative thoughts of negativity of this company before they got into the home arcade. There were the mini consoles, and their emulation was terrible, and they just didn't have some of the greatest reputation in the industry. However, with the introduction of the ALU, the turning of a page, they were able to start from scratch of their image, and I have to say that they have done a world of a difference in terms of that, and I am happy to see that they were able to overcome that. They've come out with good products and improvements. I can't wait to see what's next for them. I believe, if they iron out some of these kinks that they have with their online, it is endless potential on there. I really think that it could be a game changer. Um, us being locked up at home, the ability to play other people online and meeting people, it's pretty cool. Also, I wanted to give some clarity on one thing here: the pinball tables. So, what's cool is if you're like me and you have an arcade net, and I don't plan on going anywhere, you do not have to buy the pinball tables. They're part of your membership. So you can play up to 6 devices. So I got it on my Legends. I got it on my Gamer Pro and the Gamer Mini and the Core. You can also get it on your Legends Pinball, and so you don't have to pay for that. However, if you're like, well, I don't really like any of those features. I just want to play it on my pinball, and that's all. Then you can buy the pack, and then that's yours. However, there's caveats to that. If you pay for that pack, you're only going to be able to play on that particular unit. So if you install it on your and purchase it on your pinball, then you can only play it on your pinball. So let's say you get yourself a Gamer Mini and say you want to play it in the living room on that big 60-inch television. Sorry, you can't do that with the purchasing of it because it's tied to that particular unit. So that's the caveat to that, as well as ArcadeNet. 6 months. You know what? I don't want to pay for that anymore. I don't really like any of the things, and you stop paying for it. Well, you stop having pinball. So, you have to choose. Do you want to be able to play it on all your units, or do you want it and it's just yours and that's the only unit you're gonna have? Unless you pay for it again, you could purchase it twice, and there'll be one for this one and for that one. Totally up to you. But I wanted to save you guys some money if you didn't have to spend it. Wanted to give you a heads up in terms of that. But another big thing that P Dubs broke on his show was AtGames is going to have a second National Owners Day, and that's going to be sometime in September of this year. So what's cool, I think that what they're going to do is try to give the opportunity of some of our international family to be able to purchase some of these things. They were able to participate in the digital electronic software things, but they weren't able to get any of the hardware because of shipping and tariffs and things of that nature. That's a little bit tricky, and they're probably trying to work that out to be able to allow some of our international family to be able to purchase it the next one out. But I really think this is an underlying thing to allow us time for them to develop and tell us a new product. I think that they're going to come out with the ultimate upgrade of the pinball. I really think they're going to do that, and I really think that they're going to sneak in a mini, the 3/4 scale. And the reason why I think that is, look at what we have with the Legends Ultimate. They came out with a mini. And you know why they came out with that mini? The customer spoke and said, I don't have space, but I want your product. Help me out. So you got two things. You get into the retailers because you have a smaller box unit, and you help those customers out, especially international, where they're very limited in space. And granted, if you live in New York, you probably live in a small apartment. If you live in New York City anyway. And so square footage in people's homes come at a premium. But you don't want to lose that customer. How do you do it? You make your products a little smaller. So there's that. Or you're a sucker like me and you make space, and you will make it. But I really think that they're going to come out with the premium and that 3/4 scale, make everybody happy, and you know, do things big, as they say. I can't wait to see that. So we have to mark that on our calendars. Don't worry, I'll give you a reminder. That's my job here on the channel. With that being said, I really think they had an awesome day. Let's see what do they have in store for us next. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you for stopping by. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up on the way out, and you know, consider subscribing. Please leave your comments down below. Tell me if you think it was a success or what they could have done differently for the next one to make it more successful. Where did they drop the ball? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you for stopping by, and until next time, keep gaming, guys.